Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today it's time for another round of the US capitals map, which I'll be using for Famous Places Fridays. I think it's fair to argue that these US capitals should be or are famous places. So let's go ahead with that. Now the last time I did this, or the first time I played this map, it didn't do very well, I don't think, was a little unconfident and forgot that I'd done the equivalent Sporkle quiz, for example, on the US capitals and a bunch of other things. Coming back to today with a fresh head. So let us hit play, give ourselves an unlimited time limit, but we'll try and keep things going and see how we do. So look at this grand building here. We're looking once again straight at the US Capitol's building, and we see here CTDA, Capital Region, ESNY. So possibly we're looking at New York. Now, the capital of New York, I think, is Albany, if I'm not mistaken. So we could maybe flick straight to Albany and see what we have. This actually says, what does this say? The State Education Building. Interesting. What a fantastic building as well. I mean, just take a second to appreciate the beautiful architecture and so on. So maybe this is the Capitol building, maybe this one here. I'm not exactly sure, of course. Let's see what we can see. Now, there is a flag here. Of course, it's fair to say that in front of every state capitol building, you'll get a flag. Hard to tell what these are sometimes in the US because they're quite similar to each other. But can be pretty confident that this one is New York. And we see on the sign there, the New York State Education sign. So I think we're pretty good. We'll use these to confirm. Washington Avenue and Hawk Street. So let's get in there to Albany and see where it is. New York. There's New York State. Albany is just loading. Here we go. I think I'm correct in saying that it's Albany. We'll find out soon enough. It's most likely going to be bang in the middle, isn't it? So we've got the New York State Museum. So that's right. The New York State Capitol is here. Now I see a State Street. I don't see a Washington Street, but there is Hawk there. So that, I think, seals the deal. That's right there. And we can see that this is, in fact, the New York State Capitol, and the building we were looking at earlier, the State Education Department. Let's just go back to the beginning just to check where we did begin. And we'll turn around and actually get a look at the State Capitol building instead for once. There you go. Very grand and imperial looking. And actually, we're right out the front of that, so we can use that to really sort of pin ourselves down on the map. So there we go. Super duper. Next round. Bit of an easy one there, so who knows what we'll have next. Look at this fantastic building here. Can't make out that flag again, and I think even if it was spread out in front of me, I wouldn't be so sure. I wonder if this is like one that we had last round. Oh, look at that. We can go into the grounds. It does look a little similar to, where was it? Oh, here we go. Garden of Heroes, dedicated to Rhode Island service members who made the ultimate sacrifice during operations in support of the global war on terrorism since 9/11/2001. Yes, very good. So actually we've stumbled across here a rather sobering memorial, but it is a pretty memorial with some benches, for folks to sit around and some other memorial stones and so on. One for the Navy there, presumably the Army and the other sort of military service lines are represented. That's good. So fantastic. Garden of Heroes, as it should be, looking resplendent. And we know where we are. We're in Rhode Island. So actually managed to triangulate that one pretty quickly. So let's get in there. I'm not sure of many towns in Rhode Island. It's such a small state that I think Providence is the one, right? I mean, if Providence isn't the capital of Rhode Island, then, I don't know what is. So, Pawtucket, maybe? So let us get in there and see where this might be. We've got downtown Providence here. This is Brown University. So that's interesting. And what is here? We've got the Rhode Island Department of Health, This State House, the Call. That's right, I think we're in here. There might even be a little memorial. But we didn't start there, did we? So let's actually go back to the beginning and just try and work that out using the geography of the road. And we can see here that the road does kink a little bit that we're on. We're by the Renaissance, presumably that's a hotel. And we're looking sort of northeast at the building. So that puts us in the southwest corner there. So I think, yes, we've got the Renaissance in Providence downtown. Right there. So I think that we found it. Excellent. Play next round. Interesting. If that's a state capitol building, you know, doesn't look quite as grand as the rest, does it? Maybe it's behind us. There we go. That's more like it. Bit of a shame. At the moment, it's sort of under renovation, so we don't get it in all its glory. But what we do get is a sneak peek at the Maryland state flag. Now, this is a recognizable flag. Other states have got blue backgrounds with a seal or a crest in the middle, and it's pretty hard to distinguish them all. But this flag, it's fair to say, divides opinion amongst vexillologists as to, you know, whether it's good or not. But it's certainly striking. And so that really helps us get in there. Where is Maryland? There we go. Here it is. And so the next question is, what's the capital of Maryland? Because I have absolutely no idea. Is it Baltimore? You see, I don't think so. It might be Frederick. No, I'm just going on a hunch there that it isn't Baltimore. But Downtown Frederick Partnership. Hood College. Absolutely no idea. Maybe it is Baltimore. So this is where we're going to get a bit stuck with what are the capital cities of various states, because it's not always the major city, but you know, in this case it might be. I mean, who knows? We've got the University of Maryland, Visionary Art Museum. Who knows? Patterson Park. It's going to be in the middle, isn't it? So let's just have another look. I don't see it. Let's have a look at some other cities here. What other cities are there? Oh, I think it's Annapolis. I recognize that one now. Very good, Annapolis. United States Naval Academy. Yes, that's right. That's the main naval training facility for the U.S. Where are we? We need to... I'm pretty sure it's Annapolis. It just rings a bell now. So we need to figure out where in Annapolis we are. What do we have? St. John's College. Mr. Hall. Not sure really. What else is West Annapolis? We're going to have to go searching in a second, aren't we? So let's do just that, because we're not making progress here. That's the state capitol building. Let's see if we can find some roads, some road names. It does look like we're in a pretty small town, so that helps. We've got some triangle here. The Synergic Center. This is the main street, so let's have a look at this. Now we're looking east here, and we can see in the distance some port or harbour, so that's good. We need to just go down this road and find the name of the road, don't we? It's going to be like Main Street or something. Annapolis, there we go. We've got that confirmed as well. So we know we're looking in the right city as well. So we're looking for a main east-west road that ends... Maybe it's here. It must be Maryland State House. There it is. It's right in the middle of town, as it should be. That took us a bit longer than usual, but we got there in the end. There's the triangle that we're looking at, and I guess we ended up on Main Street, which is taking us down here to, or perhaps Cornhill Street. We're maybe on Cornhill Street. But let's just go back to the beginning and triangulate where we started. So we're looking north. We turn 90 degrees to our right, and the building is to our east. So that puts us on the west side of the building, about there perhaps. And in fact, yes, we can just see that we're in front of the colonnades about here. Oop, pardon me. So let's go for the guess. Excellent. 7 yards away. Good. Oh, look at this building. Very, very grand and slightly, I don't know, Art Deco maybe with these structures, but must be a little older than that. What do we have here? We've got Nebraska Capitol Police. We can see it on the side of the car, so that's excellent. Gives the game away immediately. So let's just have a quick scan around and see where we are. The next question is, what's the capital of Nebraska? But we can cross that bridge in a second. Instead, we'll just admire the building for a little more. And what's that sculpture on top? Let's take a quick look at that. That is a man, I think. But not quite sure what he's doing. So let's get into Nebraska. And not Colorado, not Kansas, but Nebraska. Possibly, so let's look at, I think it's going to be Lincoln, isn't it? Lincoln, Nebraska. Rings a bell. We've got University of Nebraska, Lincoln. That's right, we've been here before because we got confused once between University of Nebraska, Lincoln and the East Campus of University of Nebraska, Lincoln, which cost me some valuable points on a game once. So downtown is here. Now in terms of roads, we're looking north at the state capitol. East and west is a pretty long road, but south is this huge kind of dual lane road. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We're not going to be there, are we? That's the actual university building. We need to find... I'm assuming it's Lincoln. Might have to go and search for Omaha in a second. What is this? No. See, I'm pretty confident in Lincoln. So, again, is it part of the university? Is it all connected here? Muller Tower? No, it wouldn't be, would it? That doesn't make any sense. So where's the most central looking part of this? It's about there where it says downtown, isn't it? So that's what's confusing me. Are we somewhere outside of that? What's this area here, for example? Gateway Mall? No, that's not it. Let's take a look at the street names, give ourselves a helping hand. Might as well take the clues that are there. Goodhue Boulevard, and that's the big one. The big one north-south is Goodhue and H Street. Ah, well, that will help. So we've got YWSTRPQH is going to be around here. No, it isn't. H, we've got J Street. There is H Street. So H Street is somewhere in the middle here. And what was the north-south one again? Goodhue. Nebraska State Capitol. We found it. It's not really marked as a major thing. I should have maybe been looking for these grey pins a little more. I'm sure it was there earlier and you were all screaming at me to find it. But we have now found it, so that's good. Took a second there, but once we got the street names, we were sorted. And there is the wide 2-lane road, Goodhue Boulevard, that we were looking for earlier. So sorted. We got there in the end. Perhaps a little slow on that one, but excellent. We're doing Good so far. Now, what do we have here? Something State House. That is interesting. It says it right there, but we can't quite tell. We can tell from the flag, though. This is Alaska. So that is excellent. I think it is. At least anyway. And we need to perhaps get a slightly better look at this one here. But it should say, yes, there it is. It says Alaska State Capital. So that's brilliant. Good to see. I identified it there from the flag as well. So happy with that. Now, the state capital city of Alaska is, I think it's Juneau. I never know how to pronounce that one. And can't see it either, which is a bit worrying. It is not Anchorage, which is, by far and away, I think, the more major city in Alaska. It's Juneau, which is somewhere in here, I think. Where is it? Admiralty Island? Juneau. There we go. Super. So let's see if we can find the state capital. Oh, there it is. Right. High as a kite. Identified early on. Super duper. Perhaps one of the, more modern looking, slightly less grand, perhaps, state capitol buildings there are out there. We just need to triangulate ourselves on the street. We're looking fractionally northeast there. So that would put us on this one. And that about lines up with this building that's over there and the gap between these buildings over here. Are we on a street corner there? Yes, I think we are. I think that makes sense. So we're perhaps just a little to the right there of the actual steps. And that is Alaska. So we're sorted. Well, on the whole, a splendid game. Game finished well done. 25,000 points. So we were spot on there in all of the states. Now that's a better round as I see it. So happy with that one. Still going to play this map set a few more times because we've only been through, what is that now, 10 of the states, and so there's 40 more to go. Although the interesting thing about this map, if I can just go back to GeoGuessr for a second and just search for the U.S. state capitals. Oh no, hang on, which was the map that I just played, actually? That's the one I want. Where was it? Maybe it's U.S. Wonder if we can go back. There we go. We'll just go back. That's easier. U.S. Capitals is the name of this map by Joseph Luffel. The interesting thing, the eager-eyed amongst you might have picked up on, is that there are only 49 locations here specified on the map, and there are, of course, famously 50 states. So the question is, which state is missing? Stay tuned and we'll find out together. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.